Hey, NewsNation, I'm Cuomo. We're here in Kyiv, and we took you here because you need to understand what's happening in the world, not just from reports. And I have to tell you, what I've been reading about versus what I've seen here in the area of the most intense fighting, you'll hear this place, Bakhmut. You're going to hear that word a lot. We were some of the last journalists allowed in. It's too dangerous now. In fact, it was probably too dangerous while we were there, and it's very different than what we've seen in written reports. First of all, it's very hard to get around this country. You can't fly in. And in Bakhmut, the shelling is constant. Mortar, tank-fired weapons and artillery from all directions, just a couple of kilometers apart. So that is very harrowing, very intense, very exhausting. How do they maintain equipment, ammunition, and the different types of firing materials that they can get, whether it's old tanks that they're seizing or firing positions? That stuff Ukraine doesn't have. So we went there and we saw places like this, but completely bombed out and dark, and people barely able to survive. No water, no power, okay, no heat for weeks and weeks. That is the reality for them here. So the question becomes, how long can they keep it up? That is almost exclusively determined by two things. One, the exclusive commodity they have, which is patriotism and passion of purpose here, which I've never seen anything like it. And the second is outside help, because they're not going to have the equipment to sustain this. And here's the reality. The fighting is intensifying. Russia absolutely believes that they can press their advantage now. What will that mean? That remains to be seen.